Denver 7 On Demand is brought to you by Ferguson and BAC Appliance Center, the best in bath, kitchen, and lighting for your home.
I'm Nicole Brady with the latest from Denver 7. New overnight Coloradans on the western slope got quite the wake-up call when a 3.1 magnitude earthquake hit just before 2 this morning. The USGS says it hit about 2 miles north of Glenwood Springs. Dozens of people reported feeling it. A seismologist says this was most likely an aftershock from a 3.6 magnitude quake that struck the area in December. Outside consultants and nurses will visit a behavioral health center in northern Colorado today after a Contact 7 investigation exposed claims that the center is holding patients longer than necessary to get more insurance money. Chief investigative reporter Tony Kovaleski has investigated Clearview Behavioral Health in Johnstown for the past couple of months. Current and former employees and patients came forward to share their stories. The state has now downgraded the operating license of the facility. Clearview says it's committed to providing safe, high-quality care for its patients. You can read their full statement and watch Tony's full investigation on thedenverchannel.com. You can also watch it on the Denver 7 apps for Roku and Amazon Fire. Former Colorado Governor John Hickenlooper continues to keep us guessing whether or not he will run for president in 2020, but he's already getting his face out on a national stage, appearing on CNN again last night.
Well, we haven't made up our mind yet, but certainly it's a great chance to talk about some of the things we've done in Colorado, how we've been able to bring people together and solve problems. I'm leaning towards running. I think there's a lot of traction we've gotten.
Hickenlooper says he will make it official by announcing his decision by March whether he'll run.
Not too long ago, participants of a think tank at Colorado Christian University expressed concerns about the long-term impact of psychedelic mushrooms, with those who support the decriminalization of the drug say that there are mental health benefits. And so far, more than 8,000 people have signed petitions supporting the decriminalization of psychedelic mushrooms. The city requires 4,700 signatures, so right now, clerks are reviewing the petition's validity. This issue reminds a lot of people of going through the marijuana decriminalization process, but unlike marijuana, which is legal and available to buy in our state, psychedelic mushrooms would still be illegal.
Our measure will make the possession and use of psilocybin in the city and county of Denver a lowest law enforcement priority. It will prohibit the city from using any funds or resources to prosecute individuals who are in possession of psilocybin.
If the ordinance makes it on the ballot and passes, it would also create a panel that would study the long-term impact of psychedelic mushrooms. Reporting in Denver, Micah Smith, Denver 7.
This year, the Denver Police Department is celebrating 160 years of service, and to mark the milestone today, the department is revealing a new badge. This is a look at the commemorative badge officers will wear throughout this year. This morning, the first badge will be presented to the family of fallen DPD officer Selena Hollis. She was the last Denver police officer killed in the line of duty. She was shot and killed in 2012 while trying to break up a gang fight that broke out at the City Park Jazz Festival. Well, it's not the update we wanted to bring you, but there is still hope for a young German Shepherd puppy dealing with a rare heart defect. Yesterday, we told you about 12-week-old Logan's heart surgery at Colorado State University. He came all the way here from Washington State for the operation, but Dr. Brian Skansen at CSU says he found additional issues during that surgery. The operation was meant to keep Logan healthy enough to undergo open heart surgery in a few months. Both Dr. Skansen and Logan's foster parents say they are not giving up. Instead, they're just doing everything they can right now to love him and keep him healthy over the next several months. If you want to follow Logan's journey, we have a link to his Facebook page on thedenverchannel.com.
I'm Eric Lufer, and this morning we're helping you keep your kids safe online and on apps. You likely have Snapchat on your phone, and if you don't, your kids probably do. But did you know Snapchat has its own GPS? It's called Snap Map, and it can easily get tucked under the rug. Snap Map lets people move around a map and see where people are taking snaps and videos. Experts say make sure this feature is turned off on your kids' phones, and yours for that matter, to make sure strangers don't know where you are, and check your privacy settings.
Snapchat only limit your friends to those that you know. Set your privacy settings so only those that you know face-to-face can exchange pictures with, and don't enable your location services.
Good tips. Sergeant Harris says check your privacy settings on all your apps to make sure the only people seeing your posts are friends and family members, no strangers.
Tomorrow night, we'll find out which Broncos players will be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and we'll also find out if owner Pat Bowlen will finally be inducted. The Broncos shared this video on Twitter showing star quarterback Champ Bailey and safety John Lynch celebrating at the Hall of Fame weekend celebration kickoff. Pat's daughters, Brittany Bowlen and Beth Bowlen Wallace, were also there. Brittany says her dad is most proud of the players.
I hope to see a Broncos defensive player go in with my dad. It will be the first defensive player, and it will be a huge excitement. I think if my dad was here, he would say it's all about the players, and to go in with a Broncos player would be huge.
A former Broncos safety Steve Atwater and cornerback Ty Law, who played one season with the Broncos, are also finalists. Inductees will be named tomorrow night at 7 p.m., so be sure to watch Denver 7 News at 10 for a recap of the big announcement. If you live in Aurora and people are coming up to you asking where all the beautiful mountains are, well, you can thank this trending Twitter post. This video has been viewed over 1 million times and retweeted thousands of times. The problem is this is not Aurora and looks nothing like it. Lakewood police tweeted out this meme saying, "Welcome to beautiful Lakewood," with a picture of the pyramids in it. And Aurora police responded by tweeting a bird box meme, while the city of Aurora tweeted out actual pictures of Aurora. Well, Lisa, this place is beautiful. It's not Aurora, but
no,
nice.
Looks a little more like the Alps.
Yeah, Swiss Alps maybe.
Yeah, pretty close. But it is beautiful here in town. From Aurora to Denver this weekend, we are in for some really nice weather. There's a shot of our mountains, the foothills, and then the Rockies beyond. We're looking at a gorgeous start. Lots of sunshine this morning and temperatures early on in the 20s. It's going to be a really nice warm-up, though. We should be in the low to even mid-50s across northeastern Colorado this afternoon. That's about 5 to 7 degrees above normal today. The mountains clear, sunny, and 30s this afternoon. Early Saturday morning at 6:30, upper 20s to right around freezing, and then tomorrow afternoon it's even warmer. So we've got another day of 50s. In fact, we're close to 60 in a few neighborhoods by Saturday afternoon. The winds are going to start to pick up a bit. You can see we've got a little bit more cloud cover in the mountains by tomorrow afternoon. Mountain snow, that's going to develop Saturday night into Sunday. A rain-snow mix for the western slope by early Sunday morning, and about 4 to 8 inches of snow expected in those northern, southern, and even central mountains. So some pretty good snow by Sunday afternoon. Down across the plains, though, it's going to stay dry, although we will start to see a bit more cloud cover on Sunday. Warm through the weekend, 50s to, again, near 60. The next storm that's going to bring with it a little bit of a bite. You can see these temperatures drop drastically down into the 20s and 30s on Wednesday with a chance for some snow. So we'll keep an eye on this next storm, but so far looks like a pretty nice and warm start to the month.
Yeah, it does. All right. Thanks, Lisa. Another long night of negotiations ends with the same result between the Denver School District and the Teachers Union. Even after the district offered up more money, teachers said it's still not enough. This morning, we sat down with Superintendent Susanna Cordova. Here's that full interview. First off, can you just explain what was the district's latest proposal last night? What did you bring to the table?
Yeah, you know, certainly one of the things that we've heard from our teachers really loud and clear is the need for more money. And so last night we came to the table, and in addition to the $20.5 million that we've already offered on top of ProComp and on top of our current salary system, we inserted an additional $3 million plus 2 more years of guaranteed raises. That brings the total of our current proposal to just around $50 million by our estimate.
But teachers still said no. What was the mood from your perspective in the room?
You know, we entered the room very ready to bargain, to really talk, to really exchange proposals. I think it became clear very quickly that that was not where the teachers union was. They, you know, didn't ask any questions about our proposal, immediately left the room, came back in and told us that it wasn't good enough.
Well, we heard from at least one teacher last night saying they think they'll strike. What does that accomplish? I mean, if we are getting closer to a strike there, what happens then, and how does the district come back from that?
Sure. So, you know, I think it'd be very devastating for our children if we actually get to the point where we're having a strike. These are adult issues, and adults should be able to come to the table and work on solving the problems that we've got. You know, we've heard the concerns around structure. We've made changes to structure. We've heard concerns around more money. We've inserted more money. We feel really strongly that it's a very important moral issue that we continue to incentivize teachers to come into our high poverty schools. It's the part of the requirements of ProComp, frankly, that we do that. And I believe deeply that we can get to agreement if the teachers union comes to the table ready to really bargain.
So obviously you guys are waiting to hear if the state's going to intervene. that could take a little bit of time. Talk a little bit about, do you guys have future negotiations planned?
So at this point, we don't have another date scheduled. I'm frankly not sure that we'll get a lot accomplished in that. And we're going to continue to offer, we're going to continue to believe that adults can figure out these problems because it's so important for our children.
Okay. All right. Superintendent Susana Cordova, once again, thank you for being here. And of course, we are continuing to follow every development on this story until an agreement is reached, or if the governor decides to intervene here. You can find all our coverage up until this point right now when you visit thedenverchannel.com. Well, this has been your Denver 7 on-demand update. Thanks for watching. Check back here later today for another update and download the Denver 7 app for breaking news and alerts. Have a great day.